Hey, fourth grade, this is Miss Bates, and today I'm talking to you about your day 9 in your weeks 4 through 7 packet. It is on page 13 in your packet, and it is titled Modeling Multi-Step Problems. So our directions for today are to write an equation to represent each problem and to show your work. So we're going to do number 1 together, then you're going to finish the rest by yourself. Now, remember when you're reading through these to think about those keywords that mean addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Think about all those keywords. You might want to even write some over to the side to help you determine which thing that you're going to, or which operation you're going to have to use for these equations. So number 1 says the Lopez family goes to the movies. They buy 2 adult tickets for $6 each and 3 child tickets for $4 each. Write an equation to represent how much money the family spends on movie tickets. So what I'm going to look at first is I'm going to try to figure out what operation I'm going to have to use. So if they're buying 2 adult tickets that are $6 each, I'm going to underline that each. And 3 child tickets for $4 each, I'm also going to underline that each. Because they're not telling me that they buy 2 adult tickets for $6 total. It's $6 for each ticket. And for the child's ticket, it's $4 for each ticket. So we have to write an equation to represent how much money the family spends on movie tickets. So what I'm going to do is the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use that T that they have given me. So what we see when we see these letters that they are using, that in this equation are total amount of money that the family spends on the movie tickets is equal to T. So I'm just going to go ahead and put equal T. So now I have to figure out how much money in all they have spent on those tickets. So we are going to use addition at some point, but for me, when I see $6 for each ticket and they have 2 adult tickets, I am going to use multiplication. Now we can go back through and we can show this a different way, but the first way that I'm going to show you is multiplication. So we can do 2 times 6, and there were 3 child tickets for $4 each, plus 3 times 4. All right, so 2 times 6 plus 3 times 4 would give me my answer of how much money the family spends on movie tickets. I could also do this with repeated addition. So it would still equal T, or how much money the family spends on movie tickets, but instead I would do 2 adult tickets, so it would be 6 plus 6, and 3 child tickets for $4 each would be 4 plus 4 plus 4. Because you see I have the 3 4s and the 2 6s. 2. All right, so either one of those is still going to get me the same answer, and it's still going to show me how much money the family spends on movie tickets. All right, I'm going to go ahead and read the rest of the problems for you, but I want you to try these by yourself. Remember that not all of them will be addition or multiplication. You have all of those operations that you might have to use. Number 2 says, Grace earns $5 each time she walks her neighbor's dog. She walks the dog 5 times in 1 week. Then she spends $7 on a book and $9 on a building set. Write an equation to represent how much money Grace has left. So before we move on, what I'm going to do is I'm going to underline this left. Okay? If she spends money, that means that she's taking away from what she's earned. So taking away equals subtraction, hint, hint. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to figure out how much money she earned in all. And then you're going to have to take away from the money that she earned, the money that she spent to see how much money she has left. This M, you're going to do the same thing. It's going to be equal to M, the money that she has left. Number 3, during the basketball game, Micah makes 3 baskets worth 2 points each. 2 baskets worth 3 points each, and 2 free throws worth 1 point each. Write an equation to represent how many points Micah scores. So same thing. This P stands for how many points that Micah scores, so it's going to be equal to P. Number 4, Will has 20 pounds of apples. He makes 2 batches of applesauce that use 4 pounds each. 1 batch of apple butter that uses 6 pounds, and he uses 3 pounds to make juice. Write an equation to represent how many pounds of apples Will has left. So if he started with 20 pounds and then he's taken all of these pounds away, not that batch, all of these pounds away, then you have to figure out how many he has left. Remember when you're doing number 4, though, also, if he makes 2 batches of applesauce that use 4 pounds each, what are you going to have to do with that to figure out how many pounds of apples he used to make those 2 batches of applesauce before you move on to the next step? All right, last thing that we're going to look at is number 5 and 6. Number 5 says, what strategies did you use to write an equation? So, which strategies did you use? And number 6, is there another way you could write one of your equations? Could you write it as 2 equations? So remember for number 1, I showed you 2 different ways that you could write this. So you choose one. You can use number 1 if you understand that one. Make sure you're answering your sentences, and it says explain. So make sure that you're explaining your answer. All right. Have a great day. Bye.